All right, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another TNT session. This is our leadership TNT, our business TNT, BNT. And of course, I'm your host, Coach Faves, man. We appreciate you all getting on. So here's the thing. We're going to be recording this tonight, but I don't want that to be a problem. I still want to keep this normal and regular for us, but those who will see it on our YouTube page. Some people have been asking me to record these because their schedule doesn't permit. So with that being said, we're talking about the boxes now. The Asian session boxing, then the New York session. I want to tell you how important these sessions are. They are very important. Let me just share my screen real quick. And I promise you, once we show you this and you start to see this more and more. So Lisa, when you marked up your box and you did that right there, here's what I want you to really pay attention to. You all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you to notice how the boxes almost bring to life the price action and the movement. Can you all see that now? Because if remember when we first started, we were just used to looking at a bunch of candles and some indicators and all this. But now you can actually see the movement and you can see these candles, and you should be able to start to realize now that these same patterns are happening over and over again. So even right now, when we look at AU, for example, if the Asian session starts to range down here, it came out of New York this way, just by looking at this and what we know, which way do we think? We know that the Asian has to set a daily low, an initial high. So we can expect this to go up at least maybe 5 to 10 more pips if you wanted to jump in and just get a few pips. I just jumped in it myself, to be honest with you. Now that's what I did. If you want to, you can, but I did just for a few, just to see the theory is right. So with that being said, you all, I wanted to go to the chart for that brief second just to show you all that and keep doing your homework. I'm looking at your homework. Your homework is looking very good, and that's going to do nothing but increase your ability to see these markets and increase your ability to see price action, see reversals. And what does that do for you? That's going to give you the confidence. Because if you look, I'm going to show, I got to do this. I'm going to show you all one more. I actually did a live video. Did anybody catch my Facebook page live video the day before I took it down? I did a live video, you all, showing how I started a small account with $29, right? And when I got done, that count was sitting there right at 129 some dollars. Then I had another one that was at 49 and it went to about 167. All right. And here's the move right here on my screen if you all can see this. This is the move right here. Now I want to show you something. I got in, I saw this V right here, got in it right after that candle close, opened up right there, took it up to not 60, not 100. That thing went all the way to about 135 pips, ladies and gentlemen, where it's at right now. So when you get used to seeing these patterns, then you can take your trades with more confidence. Now watch. Even down here, you see the W. Now watch this. That looks like a V right there, right?
What?
That looks like a V on the 15-minute.
Yes.
But if we drop down to the 5-minute, in that London, in that New York session right there, what does that look like?
W.
Can you see this W just as clear as day? It's right there. Came down right here. And of course, we got in after that doji candle right there. Can y'all see that? Do y'all see that W right there? Somebody talk to me.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sorry, my mute
Thank
button is on.
Thank you. Somebody.
I was talking. I'm like, yeah.
Y'all screaming at folk, you know what I'm saying? So what happens is this allows you to take your trades with confidence, and of course, when you can do that, then you off to the races. All right. So let me go back here, and let me get this thing started for you. Okay, so we see Asian pulling back just a little bit. Not a problem. Won't be too scary for us. Okay, so here we are. I want to. Tonight we're talking about the business and we're talking about building our teams, okay? Now, I want you all to know, just because you've heard some things and a lot of things going on, y'all, let me tell you something. That don't stop the show. One person don't stop the show, nothing like that, okay? Nobody stops the team. So we got some ups and downs. We understand things are working out, but I want you to understand that a lot of things, the back office and everything is working better, and I'm putting people in. I had a great meeting today with a guy out of South Florida, and there's some other people we getting ready to come in. We got new team members coming in. So with that being said, we trade at the beginning of the week, but now we want to talk about business, okay? And so Tradera Relaunch 2.0, Wealth Engineers. We're going to reload, we're going to relaunch, we're going to renew everything that the enemy thought he was taking back from us, okay? So here's the thing. First thing I want to talk to you all tonight about is your approach. Now, there are two approaches that we have to building business. Number one, your way. Number two, our way. Systematic way of the company that we've been sharing and teaching you all, okay? Now, what you see on your screen helps your mindset, and this is affirmation time. I don't know if you have any. This is one that I would use on my screensaver from about 2 to 3 years ago, and you notice in purple it says 63. Well, that was a goal because we was in a meeting, and I'm gonna go here very quickly, but a woman came and prophesied and said that the vision that God had given me was a $63 million vision. Told me my number was too low. And so I built my affirmations around, and it was something like, I am a man of God, therefore I am rich, wealthy, and healthy. I am living my purpose. I am a great leader. My business endeavors are prosperous. My church is growing. I am happily married. I'm going to leave an inheritance for my children's children. I am an Omega man. I am a success. I am a millionaire. God loves me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am Mike Favors. Okay? Now, you may not have one of those, but if you do have one of those, and I would ask you to add to some of those, because the reality is this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to cut that off. The reality is this. What you speak to yourself, how you speak to yourself, what you speak over yourself come to pass if you put enough energy into it. You start to believe it. And so it's not enough just to think you are a legend in the company, think you are a millionaire. You have to speak that to yourself on a daily basis, okay? So this is the approach. Now, many people, when they come into a multi-level market, a network marketing company like ours, an affiliate marketing, y'all, direct sales, they come in with what we automatically call presuppositions, which means their way. You have about you a your way when you enter into this. And many people, and if this is you, don't let it hurt your feelings, but I'm just going to tell you, many people come in and say things like, well, I want to learn first. And so if I learn first, then I can make some money after I learn. Then I can share it with others. And maybe, just maybe, I can get some clients and some membership. But something happens during that process. You didn't bank on your learning curve being longer than you thought it was. And so now you develop some frustrations. And now you see other people progressing because they did something different than what you did, because you did it your way versus doing it our way. And eventually I've seen a lot of people get into a wonderful opportunity like this, and then they drop out and they eventually quit, all because of these two words, your way. And of course you would say my way, all right? Now, the reasons why your way doesn't work. Number one is we all have a learning curve. And many of us don't get into this and expecting that it's a sprint. I mean, it's a marathon and not a sprint. What do I mean by that? If your learning curve says it's going to take you 90 days for these charts and these things to start opening up to you, if you say you're not going to share it with anybody or invite anybody till after you learn it, and then you go off somewhere and tuck away on your own, 8 times out of 10, you're going to end up walking away, because some things in life you have to have a mentor, a teacher, a coach, and other people learning with you. That's why education in a classroom setting is always good to have other people in there. It increases your learning curve, your learning capacity. Another reason why your way doesn't work is because a lot of time is lost when you're trying to study and figure it out yourself the hard way. I told you, yourself will get you in trouble. Your way will get you in trouble sometimes. when you're dealing with an industry and a business like this. So you're using up a lot of time researching, trying to figure out when you can just let us as mentors and coaches help you get it the more direct way. Another reason why your way doesn't work is missed opportunities. I want you to think about that. If in fact you say that I'll learn first, make some money, then share with others, look at how many missed opportunities you're getting because the ones who you thought you was going to share with, someone else couldn't have shared it with them already because you doing it your way. And then when they finally find out that you're doing it, they say things like, well, why didn't you tell me? Oh man, I didn't even think you would do it, or whatever you may say. Oh man, somebody else got to it. Man, I've been doing this for X, Y, and Z. Man, well, I've been doing it for 5 months. Well, why didn't you tell me when you first started? I'd have got in it with you. Missed opportunities. You would be surprised at how many people miss their first residual check because of missed opportunities. And then ultimately, the reason why your way doesn't work is because it's actually your way. And that the truth of it is this. If you've never been in this industry before, you've never been a network marketer, you don't know the business, then guess what? Your way is not going to work in this industry. That's why we have mentors and we have coaches, all right? Now, let me talk to you about our way. Our way says this. Our way is a new way. And it's not new in terms of creation, but it's new in terms of being introduced to you if, in fact, you haven't been in the business, all right? Everybody do things differently, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying to you, if you want to excel and be successful in this industry, you got to be willing to try something new. You would be surprised that many people don't hit that proverbial terrier barrel that Bob Proctor talks about because they just unwilling to bend and try something new. Okay? So our way says you can earn as you learn. So instead of waiting on your learning curve, which could take anywhere from 30 to a year, you can now learn while you earn it. Let me tell you something. When you earning while you learning and you get a check every Monday, that encourages you, man. That puts a different type of spin up under you, type of energy up under you, because you are getting that check. And then when you start getting that first check, you use that money to fund your trading account. So you're paying for your education, you're paying for your trading, and it's not coming from you. It's coming from the company. Y'all, that's a win-win situation. Okay? And then, of course, our way says that honesty is the best policy. Y'all, we always remember this, man, when you're in any business. Under promise and over deliver. If you under promise and over deliver, you'll always come out looking like a winner. You're the best person. But if you over promise and under deliver, people tend not to want to do business with you anymore. So if I tell you that I know for a fact that I can help you make $500 extra a month, and I help you make $2,000, oh, that Favors is a swell guy. And I'm not even including the trading. I know the trading strategy work, y'all. Y'all can just forget that. Once y'all get that price action from your back office and learn how to see them reversal candles, shoot, y'all off and running. And I'm in profit in AUs subsequently. You off and running. So now, honesty is the best policy. We don't sell people pipe dreams. We don't sell people get rich quick anything. We tell people that with a little hard work and some dedication and some time, we can help you achieve your goals. Oh, I'm in some good profit. We can help you achieve any type of goal that you want to do with this business, all right? And of course now, our way says that we educate and share. We don't headhunt. We don't necessarily even recruit anymore, you all. I'm done recruiting, you all. All I do is educate on what I'm doing and share people the success that I'm having while educating people. I promise you, it's a different approach, but you free yourself, and now those no's that you're going to get don't bother you. Because all you're trying to do is educate somebody and then share. If they don't like what you're sharing, fine. People who love McDonald's don't tend to go to Burger King. That's okay. But all of the million people who do go to Burger King like Burger King. So when you get this in your mind that you don't have to prove anything to anyone, you don't have to get massive results. All you have to do is educate and share. That's it. I just want an opportunity to share with you what I'm doing, to educate you Is that a pyramid? No, ma'am. No, sir. Here's what a pyramid is. A pyramid is anything with the intent of extrapolating or pulling funds from somebody, knowing that you're not going to help them if they can't even have the potential to make some profit like you do. That's what a pyramid. The ones in a pyramid, they know you're not going to be able to make no money. Well, we're not that because I know you can make some money. I'm making some right now. If you got in the AU, you're making some right now. So that's what we are. We are an educational system. And once you get that knowledge once you get that in you, then guess what? It becomes easy, which is the next way, for you to plug into our system. If you plug into our system, boy, that's looking good. And if you plug into our system, ladies and gentlemen, the system will plug into you. And that's where we get to the end and you're able to duplicate the process, right? That's what our way is. Now, here's the thing. I want you to take a moment to think of all the possibilities of what you could do with an extra $500 a month, an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $2,000. I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting ready to crank it up. I'm getting ready to start the blitz again. And what that simply means is I'm getting ready to start over and run as if I don't have anybody on my team for the next 90 days until Christmas. I'm getting ready to be like a Terminator. I told you all that before. I'm really getting ready to turn it up. And my goal is to hit Duke by Christmas. And I'd like to bring some of you all with me because I believe now, can you imagine what you would do with a check every Monday, $12.50? You get the ping, we get pings at 3 a.m. in the morning. Money transferred to your e-wallet. And I got a little debit card now that they gave. So it go right on my card. I can go anywhere in the world and use my international card from this company. It's amazing, people. What would you do with that? Hey, let me tell you something. Whatever it is you would do, I know it's achievable because 250 people is not that big of a number if you plug into the system. Our upline is with us. I'm going to be calling, having some conversation. I'm actually going to try to get her to come over and talk with us, get Robert and them to come talk to us. So you think about those possibilities that you can learn a new skill set that can change your financial future forever. Now, here's the thing, you all. One of the greatest powers that you have is your ability to make a decision. Napoleon Hill so believes in this, you all, that he dedicated a whole chapter in his book, Think and Grow Rich, on the power of decision making. You got to be able to make these decisions and make them fast. You make them fast, but you change them slow. You see, that's why even decision making in itself is a skill set. So simply, okay, so here's the thing. When you can see the potential, the possibilities, many people say, my why is to take care of my children, my why is to get a little extra money, this is my why. You all know my why changed. My why shifted to the possibilities and potential. Man, that's enough for me. The potential of being able to do it. The possibilities. Y'all, that is a great why because that gives people hope. Y'all see that? It's the hope because many people don't see themselves making $1,000 a day. 5 extra grand a month. They can't see that, seriously. So I want to give you some hope tonight, all right? So we got 6 simple steps to help you get started. Number 1, enroll as a client membership for $99. This is what you're going to be telling people. To learn how to start trading on the Forex market, start your 2-week online course in the back office. So that means, Danielle, when we start walking people through the 72, hashtag 72, the first 72, we got to tell them you should be smashing that back office in 2 weeks, right? Because here's the thing: if they follow the system and they get their first paycheck in 10 days, they can use that money within 2 weeks. This is how it works out: 10 days, 2 weeks, 2 business weeks, right? They should be able to take that money, load it into their account, and start trading with us as the traders. So number 2. What we need you to do is make a list of 10 people that may want to learn how to trade. Number 3, follow up with your prospects. Get them enrolled as a client so you can receive your first residual check in 10 days. That is the goal right there. That goal will solve the immediate cash flow. Because here's the thing. If you hit this, if you hit night, the first or the second rank in 10 days, I guarantee you in a little while, if you duplicate that, you will be at Noble and on to Bishop. I did it. I did it, you all. And I'm telling you, that check, when I started getting that check with Bishop, that $2K every Monday, it was sweet. Then when my wife did it, it was sweet. And so that's why we say we're going on to get to the Duke and pass it, right? Next, number 4, we need you, once you get them 10, you got to identify. Once they enroll, you have to identify clients, those who just want to trade, and those who want to be business builders, okay? Would you all do me a favor and mute yourself? Somebody got a little background noise. Now, you have to identify your business builders, because your business builders, and here's the thing, I didn't put this on here, but some people want to be traders and business builders. And that's what I am. I trade because I like trading, but I build a business because I like the residual. It's just, why would you leave that money on the table, okay? Number 5, once you get them and you identify who you're working with, you plug them into our team training, into the weed. So that way you will know who to look for on our Thursday business calls, who to look for on our Monday and Tuesday trading calls. And if we need to do some prospecting, some opportunity calls beforehand, we will know, you will know who your team. So if you got all traders, obviously that means you want to focus on getting some more business builders if in fact you want to hit some of these ranks. If you got all business builders, then obviously you may want to focus on teaching and getting a few people to trade, because you don't want to leave nobody behind. And then of course, number 6, you got to duplicate this process. It's very important that you get that in your system, in your spirit, all right? So here we go. Simple steps. Number 1, make a list. I said 10, but I know I got some radical folk who are going to go past that. Number 2, follow our PS3 strategy. We'll discuss that more on Sunday and Monday. But the PS3 strategy, many of you already know this. Follow it, you all. And then number 3, do your follow-up calls. Get them on the phone with the expert. Let's close them out. Let's get them plugged in. So here it is. If this is you, what do you do? Number 1, you make your list. Pick a launch date. Make your list. Notice how I had 10 on the other slide, but I got 30 on this slide. I'm already encouraging you to go the extra mile, the extra step. If you make your list of 30 and you choose a launch date, I chose the 15th because the 15th is not the 1st. People got to pay rent on the 1st, y'all. So you don't mess with people rent money. If you put your launch date around the middle of the month, the 15th, right around that period, people done got through their first of the month of bills, they spending a little money. That's something, that's a little secret for y'all, I'm telling you. I do conferences, if you notice, all my stuff is always on the 3rd Saturday. It's after the 1st, all right? Then what happens? Next thing you do, you schedule and get your private Zoom or weekly Zoom calls launched and together, which means all of you all need to be going over to the We Facebook group, the private group, and get that template for the webinar that I got over there. And you all need to be learning how to do your own webinars. I'm telling you, that's how those who learn how to do webinars are the ones who really go on to a bigger business, because you become, number 1, you learn the system and you become such an expert because you have to know the material in order to do the webinar. Did y'all catch that? Of course, number 3, you got to plug them into the system. System is so important. Next thing, what? Take action. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress that enough. You got to take action, you all. You can't just sit up and listen to us do this day in and day out and not do something with it. And then lastly, you duplicate this whole process. Those are the keys that you need. So 4 keys to success in this business, any other business you all, and I want you to always remember these. Number 1, become a student of the product. Our product is trading and education. That's what we do. We students of the product. Number 2, make money on each level you achieve. If you're a founder, good. Make some money as a founder. If you're a knight, good. Make some money as a knight. Whatever it is, make money on that level, because we're not in this business not to make money, okay? Number 3, be willing to fight for your next advancement. I see so many people, you all, who don't understand this concept, that the enemy of success is success, because they get complacent. They settle in with a little bit of victory. Then they stop fighting. Look, one of my favorite childhood movies is Rocky. Hey, Rocco, why? Apollo took Rocky down to the gym, said, Rock, you got to get the eye of the tiger back. You beat me because you had the eye of the tiger. You got to get the eye of the tiger back. You want to go and get Duke and get that 1250, you got to get the eye of the tiger. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you got to get that eye. I'm looking at you. I got the eye of the tiger. All right? Listen, be willing to fight for your next advancement. Do what you have to do. Make your phone calls. Get your calendar together. Schedule your appointments and keep doing it. And then last but not least, here's the thing. You run the system, ladies and gentlemen, but the system runs the business. Now, I done gave y'all some sauce tonight. I'm telling you, you run the system as the leader of your own business. You make sure the system is working. And if the system is working, the system will run your business. Boy, I'm trying to tell somebody something, man. Man, I'm trying to tell somebody something. Most important thing I could ever say to you right there. These 4 pieces are very important in any business, y'all. Any business, it doesn't matter what type of business it is. Have these 4 memorized and learn these, man, all right? So, with that being said, that concludes what we wanted to discuss tonight. Like I said, y'all, we're going to be doing Blitz next week. I got information I'm going to be putting out for you, and that simply means we're going to have calls 3-4 times a day, so you can put your people on. If you're at work, just get the name, shoot them on over, and then we'll tell you, we'll do the follow-up. But we are getting ready to kick this thing in the overdrive. I'm telling you, I want to be at that 5,000 a month by December 20, by Christmas time. And I want some of you all to go with me, all right? So with that being said, you all, let's continue to do what we know to do. Let's continue to not listen to all the fluff and all the stuff that's going on. Let's continue to stay focused. Let's continue to trade. Let's continue to get the bag. And I am in profit over 20 pips. I'm about to get up out of there. I'm about to get up out of there. Oh, my bad. I got to turn it on so y'all can hear it. Yeah, you know how we do it. Bam! There you go. All right, let me go to my other one. Yeah, I got 2 accounts on that one. AU. Oh, my goodness. AU done did the thing. Look at AU. Oh, I'm still recording. Okay. All right, you all. I forgot. Let me stop this recording right here. Let me stop it. All right, let's get out of here.